Breaking news July 9, 2017. Brexit tables have turned. EU expert suggests Merkel has upper hand as Britain sinks. John Pete, a former civil servant for the Foreign Office, predicted Britain will change its tune on the EU sooner rather than later. Mr. Pete, who writes for the Morgan's The Economist, claimed Europe's economic revival means Britain will be in more need of a deal than the EU during tense Brexit talks. In a conference speech to the Institute of International and European Affairs, IEA, he discussed the future of Brexit talks and a strengthening member bloc in Europe. Mr. Pete said, "I happen to think that Britain has been an important member of the EU and losing the liberal voice of Britain will weaken the EU. Particularly, losing Britain is bad for European defence and security arrangements. But Britain will soon change its tune. The country has gone from the fastest-growing large member of the European Union last year, to, in the first quarter of this year, the slowest-growing member of the entire EU. On the other hand, the four of the largest Euro nations reported faster growth this year, reinforcing a surprise revival in the single currency bloc." Mr. Pete explained that part of what motivated Brexit was the notion Britain was shackled to the corpse of the EU, but this is no longer the case, it's the other way around. The journalist added, "We are moving into a position where the EU and Eurozone will grow faster than the UK, which will impact the Brexit negotiations themselves." However, Mr. Pete pointed out that the problems of the Eurozone remains, from differences between France and Germany to the prospect of economic meltdown in Italy. He also remarked that problems with refugees, the US and Vladimir Putin had not been resolved yet. The European experts suggested that the EU needed to look into a two-tier system in order to survive, suggesting part of the bloc be politically integrated and then another be simply economically linked, including Britain, Turkey and Eastern Europe.